Now, she's been going through the lawsuit for us today. Carly, the ban is set to go into effect, or the law, rather, is set to go into effect September 15th. But that could change if this lawsuit moves forward, right?
That's right. The parties filing the motion hope it changes things. The other side, though, feels the lawsuit doesn't stand a chance. Now, Brian, the lawsuit argues the Indiana abortion law violates the state constitution, particularly the right to privacy. Lawyers for the ACLU have filed a motion asking the judge to block that law before it goes into effect. Today, I talked to the ACLU legal director, Ken Falk, about the suit and their plan for arguing it in court. You'll also hear from a local representative with right to life. Why did you guys decide to do this?
Well, the right to abortion has been enshrined for 49 years as part of the right to privacy under the United States Constitution. And we feel that there's an, equally vibrant right under the Indiana Constitution. The U.S. Supreme Court has removed the federal constitutional protection, so we are arguing that under the Indiana Constitution, a notion of privacy protects a woman's right to decide whether or not to obtain an abortion.
Why is this coming about? What are your reasons for, going against this ban? What are backing you guys up?
Well, without an injunction, an order from a court stopping the law from going to effect, effective September 15th, abortion will be virtually impossible and unlawful to obtain in Indiana. And we believe that will certainly have dire consequences given the experience of our plaintiffs in assisting people with abortion services. And therefore, given that we believe there is a right enshrined in the Indiana Constitution that would be violated by this law, we have brought suit to stop the law from going into effect.
How do you think that's going to affect people in those clinics in Indiana?
I think people are going to be severely hurt. I think women are going to die. I think that people are not going to be able to get abortions, and that's going to have extremely negative consequences both for them and probably for society in general.
And, this law is supposed to go into effect September 15th. Do you guys think your lawsuit will affect that in any way?
Well, we are filing today a motion for a preliminary injunction to prevent the law from going into effect, and we'll have to see what happens.
All right, now I'm joined by Abigail Lorenzen. She's with the Right to Life of Northeast Indiana. Abigail, how are you feeling after you heard about this ACLU lawsuit against the Indiana abortion ban?
In the past in Indiana, as our pro-life legislators have passed good legislation, we've been unsurprised to see this kind of a lawsuit.
I know they are citing that it is a violation of Hoosiers' right to privacy. How do you feel about that? I know you guys have been on the front lines fighting and, wanting this abortion ban to go through.
The right to privacy is based on a penumbra, a shadow of the 14th Amendment. And essentially what the Supreme Court has said is that penumbra does not exist. And so that argument of their lawsuit actually doesn't really have a basis.
And I know they're asking for a judge to sort of put a pause on this ban. How would you feel if that does happen, or what do you think is going to happen?
Would be first unprecedented because our ban is now inside of what the Supreme Court has ruled. And that secondly, it would be horrifying to see the number of abortions that would happen in the course of that. Every day we lose lives in Indiana in the abortion clinics. And so to see them continue to operate after our legislators have worked to pass this ban would be really a terrible thing.
And then is there anything else you want to say as we get closer to the day this law is set to take effect?
Part of the ACLU comment that went out with their lawsuit is that the ban goes against the equal protection of Hoosiers. And I think that is so ironic that they put that in there because the very people being affected by abortion at its core are Hoosier people. They're smaller than us, but the preborn are humans.
All right, here's another argument used in the lawsuit. The Indiana abortion restrictions have exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother, but the procedure can only be performed in hospitals. 7 counties across Indiana have clinics where abortions are performed. If the law goes into effect, those clinics will lose their licenses. They are listed as defendants in the case, and they're claiming discrimination. Let's look at the numbers for context. In Indiana, the lawsuit says just over 8,400 abortions were reported. 323 of those are from Allen County. 98% of those abortions were performed at those clinics I mentioned, only 2% at hospitals. Now, here's another point in the lawsuit. It costs significantly more to get an abortion in a hospital than in a clinic. State data cited in the suit shows that 75% of people seeking abortions have poverty-level incomes. The defendants claim the higher cost will make obtaining an abortion nearly impossible for many Hoosiers. For now, reporting in studio, I'm Carly Van Cleve. Brian.